is where we want to go for doing all of our research for the research paper. So right here, library, up in the top corner. You can also go to nscc.edu/library. And the library has a lot of really helpful things for us, including this section right here that says Ask a Librarian. So we're going to click on it. You will see right here there is a text message number. If you are really stuck on research and you cannot find sources, or you need help with something from the library itself, like you guys can get them to send you books, you can text message a librarian and they will text you right back and be like, hey, here's how you find you some sources for your research paper. Super helpful. So make sure you have this number. Make sure you don't get it confused with this number, because this is a landline. The 353 number is a landline, so you cannot text that one. But the 640 number, you can text message that one. They also have, where is it? They moved it. Oh, here it is. Ask a Librarian. This is a chat room. When it says available, that means that there is a librarian sitting at a computer somewhere. And if you have questions about something, or if you need a book from the Nashville State Library, you can just get in here and type what it is that you need. Say, I'm having a hard time finding sources on legalizing marijuana, right? Can you please help me find some? And the librarian will get back to you and tell you what it is that you want, or that you want to do to find that. Or if you have gone on their homepage, and I'll show you how to do this in just a minute, and you have found that there is a book there, because remember, we are required to use one book, real live book, yeah. If you find that there is a book that they have at their library that you just really just can't do without, and you have to have it for your research paper, you can get in here, type in your A number, the name of the book, and the call number of the book, and ask that it be sent to the Humphreys County campus, and I will bring it to you from the Humphreys County campus. We have somebody who goes to Nashville every Tuesday. So if you requested it on a Friday, you would have it Wednesday morning. Yeah. So they will do that for you. All you have to do is go in and say, hey, I really want this book. Can you send it to the Humphreys County campus? They'll ask you for your, again, the call number and your A number. Those are the things that you need to know for that. And I'll show you how to look up books in just a minute. And that's back on the regular library page. So we'll go here, which is right here. So like if you're looking for books, you just go to where it says books at your fingertips, right here. Click in here, you type in what you want to find and hit search. And that is, it will pull up lists of books, right? So if you see a book on there that you want to use for your research paper, once again, you use that little chat box under Ask a Librarian and they will send that to you. Okay, but the two that you guys really want to use the library for, and actually have to use the library for, will be under Find Articles, right? So I'm on the library homepage, scroll down to Find Articles, and click on that. Okay, and what this does is it gives us a list of databases. And I'll tell you guys there are a lot of databases in here, but I'll tell you about my favorite ones. But particularly, I will show you how to use the one that I think will be the most helpful for this class. And that is one called General OneFile. These are in alphabetical order. So if you want to get to General OneFile, you can just click on the G. I don't know if I clicked on General OneFile or not, or if I clicked on the wrong thing. Okay. Oh, I did. All right, General OneFile. And I don't guess I can type up here, can I? Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Okay. So you have to have your A number. Move this, yeah. And then whatever password you have set up to get into your D2L page. Submit. Okay, so what you get then is this subject guide search, right? When you do a search on General OneFile, I wanted to say my password, okay. when you do a search on General One file, you can't do the same thing you would when you Google something. Like, you know, if you Google something, you can ask Google like a whole question. You'd be like, hey, Google, why should marijuana be legalized? When you search in a database, you cannot do that. You need to simplify. You need to boil it down to one word. So who can tell me one word, subject, what are you going to be researching for your research paper? Who wants to give me an example?
Voter fraud.
What?
Voter fraud.
Voter fraud. Okay, let's see if that's close enough. That's 2 words, but let's see if we can get voter fraud on here. Okay, I need to move this because you can't see that the list went away. There we go. Okay. It's going to be too specific for General One file. Somebody give me something different. Marijuana. There we go. You're just doing this because I'm posting this on the internet, aren't you?
Sure.
Okay. All right. So marijuana. We saw it pop up in the list underneath. That's how you know you got a good search term. If it pops up, you click on that search term in the list underneath, and then we hit search. And we came up with 186 articles. I kind of thought that we would find more than that. Did I spell it wrong?
That's
Yeah,
a different
oh.
spelling.
Is this spelled differently than that? Am I going crazy?
No, that's not spelled differently.
Why does this one have 49,000? That's what I thought we would find.
The one above it, it says C so-and-so.
Yeah, I don't really know why. Okay, anyhow, this number right here tells you how many results that you got. What you want to do next is narrow it down to only those articles that you can see the full text of. And you do that by clicking full text. Well, it took out 4,000 of them. All right.
Which is like what?
Only 4,000. We're down to 45,000 of them now. The reason you want to click on full text, though, is because what it will do if you don't, those other 4,000 articles will be things that Nashville State has not paid to access, right? So you will click on it thinking, oh, I got a really good article, and then it'll be like, you must pay to access this. I don't want y'all doing that. I don't want y'all paying money for this stuff, right? So just always click full text. All right, then what you want to click on is subdivisions right here. Underneath where it says marijuana, you want to click on subdivisions. This is going to help you narrow the focus of your paper. This is why I'd like to tell people to use General One file first, right? Because you can start with something very broad, marijuana, and then kind of narrow it down to something. So who said marijuana, and what is it that you're wanting to talk about?
How it should be legalized.
Let's see if there's something in here under, I didn't mean to click on that. Whoa.
Recreational use. Recreational.
What did I do? Okay.
Recreational words, dude.
I think we went back 2 spots.
Oh.
Could be wrong. Oh, no. Yeah, I was wrong.
This video is going to be really good.
Just
I'm just saying. I didn't mean to click on that. Let's start scrolling over here. Okay, here we go. We're going back to our subdivisions. And what did you say? Recreational use?
Yeah.
So we want to scroll down. Notice these are in alphabetical order. So look, there are 3,364 entries on laws, regulation, and rules. If you had typed in marijuana legalization, it would not have gotten you to here, right? Because your search term was too specific. So that is why we start with a broad term, marijuana, and work our way to laws, regulation, and rules. And then you said recreational.
I don't know.
Okay, seeing recreational on here, but let's go back up to that laws and rules thing, right? Laws, regulations, and rules. Let's click on it. Okay, that's a really funny title. All right. Any article that comes up in this section, right, will be fine for you to use for your research paper. So let's say we want to use this one from Travel Weekly. Why not? We click on it. It gives us the full text here. And what you're doing for Monday is printing this out and bringing it to class with you. Y'all can handle that? Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's go back to the databases. Remember I clicked on the G so that it would have general one file under it. These are, if I click on all and it shows us all of them, these are in alphabetical order. Basically any of the databases that are here will be fine for you to use. General one file is absolutely my favorite. Academic one file is really good as well. After that though, I would say JSTOR is a really good one, especially if you are into anything that falls under the discipline of the humanities. So arts, literature, anything of that nature, you're gonna find really good information under JSTOR. I know that there is a nursing database, I can't remember what it's called, but if you scroll through all of nursing and allied health, so if you're writing about something that has to do with health or nursing, you may want to use that database to help you out. I know I always have a lot of students write about that sort of thing. So if that's what you're doing, you may try those. But I would always say start with general one file first.